yours.
All right, we rolling.
What's up, boys?
We rolling.
Did you guys see that movie Emilia Perez got like 13 Oscar nominations? I think
Did we talk about Oscar stuff yet or no?
No, we didn't. It got the most out of any movie released last year. It got more than Dune, more than The Substance,
Crazy,
more than Anora, more than any movie.
That's insane. What is the movie about?
Bro, it's honestly
all
difficult.
I know is that penis part.
Wait, did you watch it?
No, but I watched a YouTube video of a guy breaking down the plot.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to subject myself to watching that. It seems horrible.
I do want to watch it, though. I'm not going to lie. I want to watch it this weekend.
Just to see, like, how funny it is. Like, how bad. Like, if it's so bad that it's funny.
Watch me come back. Bro, the movie's amazing.
Bro.
It's worth it.
If it's as bad as everyone is saying it is, it's funny how they just blatantly gave her an award just because she's Selena Gomez when she probably didn't deserve it. Because the clip I saw, they're walking around, it looks like a lab, and they're singing, in fact, about penises.
Bro, it's a musical.
They're singing, in fact.
Yeah. Bro, it's in like lab coats.
It's so stupid. It's a musical and like a drama, right? And so basically the premise of the movie focuses on this character who he is a cartel drug lord. He does bad shit. He kills people and stuff.
Yeah.
But then he changes his gender and he becomes a woman and he has like the surgery and everything. So there's a decent portion of the movie that's about that, to my knowledge. And then after he does that, he becomes a she, and she pretty much tries to, like, you guys know the movie Miss Doubtfire?
Yeah.
She tries to Miss Doubtfire her kids, apparently, and be like, oh, like I'm sure your dad would want to spend more time with you, but really, like, she's a woman, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she's like trying to trick the kids. It's so stupid.
Who wants cookies?
Bro.
Who wants cocaine?
And everybody's speaking Spanish. Selena Gomez is speaking the worst fucking Spanish you've probably ever heard in your life.
And the director's like French.
Bro, this guy's never set foot in Mexico, bro.
Yeah.
I guarantee.
I think you nailed it, AB, when you said, like, he's just boning Selena. He's trying to bone Selena Gomez.
He's probably trying to smash Selena Gomez.
He said, let me
bro.
cast, who do I want to, I did like High School Musical a lot.
That's
So-
not
oh,
wait, no,
Selena
she's not-
Gomez.
I did like Wizards of Waverly Place a lot.
lot.
Close enough.
Close enough.
But
Selena Gomez was in Wizards of Waverly Place.
Which was a fantastic show.
dude, it's the whole thing is just so ridiculous, though. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna subject myself to watching it. Maybe I'll do what Gio did and just, or was going to do just watch it
just to see.
just to see like how stupid it is. But I've like looking at reviews from people who are trans, and they're like, this movie is fucking offensive to me.
Yeah.
They said like I don't recognize this in any way, because the movie is basically giving the message that someone can transition and erases all the horrible things that they've done.
Yeah.
And it's like if somebody was a cartel lord, they were murdering people and doing all these horrible things. That's like not a good message to put out there. You know what I mean? Like,
That's Caitlyn Jenner.
Like I can just wash my hands of everything and just become a woman. Like, nah,
Yeah.
man, that's like a long process. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it seems almost distasteful to do it the way they did it. As a musical,
It looks very distasteful.
it's like almost stupid. Someone's like, oh, who is the manliest man I can think of? A cartel man. And he wants to cut
Who
his
is
penis.
Westman?
Yeah, and then he just wants to make it right, I guess, with his family, and then he becomes a woman. This entire story, dude, I did not think that's what it was. That is absolutely absurd.
I knew it had something to do with somebody transitioning, but I thought they were like trying to catch him. Or I thought Zoe Saldana was trying to catch him.
You thought he was a wanted man.
no.
Yeah.
Zoe Saldana works for him.
Oh!
Does she
Or
know? She
her.
knows about what's happening?
Okay.
Yeah,
she's the one that sets it up.
Yes,
She
What's
said
the-
penis to vagina.
penis to vagina. That's literally how the
Man
lines
to
sound.
woman.
What's the ending of the movie? How does it end? Does he successfully become a woman and live a happy life?
I didn't dig that deep into it.
She's on top of the mountain swinging her old dick.
I don't miss you at all. Swing it up.
I am Emilia.
Yeah, I am Emilia Perez. Estoy aquí.
Estoy aquí. Now
You're a story
or
woman.
now or anytime in the future, will I ever, probably not ever desire to watch that movie? To be
That
honest
sounds
with you.
horrible,
It's
and
just-
that sucks, man.
seems bad, dude.
I don't even know what other movies came out last year. To be honest, I
Bro,
don't remember
a bunch
watching
of
a
good
ton.
movies came out last year.
Well,
Decent amount of
Dune. What did that movie win? It won Best Picture.
Didn't know, dude.
They
It
didn't
got
win
nominated. It
No,
didn't win
no,
anything.
Emilia
Perez was nominated for a shit ton
Everything.
of stuff. Everything you can think of.
Did it win anything?
Screenplay. They still haven't had the Oscars yet.
Best animated movie.
It's the best animated movie.
Everything.
The CGI on the penis is incredible. If you look at the glistening,
The veins just pop out. It's like they're right in your face.
wow, that sucks. That's unfortunate, dude.
Man.
That's that type of celebrity bullshit I don't want in my movie fucking
Bro,
industry.
Dune didn't get
For real,
nominated. Challengers didn't get nominated for anything.
That was
bro.
a huge snub.
That
bro.
is the biggest crock
That
of
was
shit.
disrespectful. That movie was super entertaining.
Yeah,
I don't
keep
even
talking about that movie. Was it really that
bro.
good?
Bro, it's
I don't
amazing.
know shit about tennis. I've never watched a full game of tennis. I've played tennis maybe 2 times in my life. It was fun when I played it, but very difficult.
Very difficult.
That movie
very
was
tiring.
one of the most interesting movies I saw last year, bro. Like
It's a really good drama. It's
it
really
just-
well written.
Really good drama.
It's
really
just
good
drama.
characters,
Get-
acting.
The character development is fantastic. That's what a lot of movies lack nowadays. Like characters that are like developed and have different motivations. And they all sound different.
Yeah.
Like a lot of movies, the fucking characters all sound the damn same, and they're all doing the same shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no development of them.
Or it's just rehashing like the vibe of movies, you know?
Yeah.
Like you look at Fall Guy and then you look at that other Ryan Reynolds movie where he's like in the video game. It's like the same vibe.
I
I
think
think that's the same movie.
No, it's
No.
not the same movie. It's two different movies.
One's Ryan Gosling, then the other one's Ryan
But you know
Reynolds.
what I'm talking about? That well,
What?
maybe less so the Fall Guy movie, but
Oh
more.
shit, I'm stupid.
You know the Ryan Reynolds one where he's in the video game?
He's the
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
I
Free
know
Guy
you're
or
talking
something.
about.
Free Guy.
I didn't watch that.
You know how many
Fall-
movies there are that have that same vibe with just a different celebrity in place?
Oh yeah.
Low
Or like
key.
all the thousands of movies Will Ferrell's been doing where it's just like the same, or Kevin Hart, it's the same structure with different settings,
It's
different,
just
you know?
lazy, bro. The movie's
Yeah.
just fucking lazy.
Damn, what's that movie that
They don't
Kevin
have
Hart
any
was in
uniqueness,
last
character.
year?
Bro, he's in so many. His volume is crazy.
It's not Overwatch. It was a Borderlands. I forgot that shit happened.
I heard it was really bad.
I heard it did horrible.
Bro, speaking
Yeah.
of really bad, guys, so I got free tickets to see a movie, right? Like, I entered this contest, whatever, and then I won free tickets, right? So this is my first time ever getting to see, you guys know what the D-box seats are at movies?
No.
So D-box
Oh, wait,
seats,
yeah.
for those that don't know, they're kind of like 4DX seats. So the seats move around,
Oh, okay.
and they shift like dynamically and shit during the movie, and they're really comfortable. So I won free tickets to this movie called Flight Risk, right?
Oh,
Bro,
With fucking Mark Wahlberg
with
and
Mark
Matt
Wahlberg, it was so hysterically bad.
terrorists on the plane.
Bro, so Mark Wahlberg pretty much, to give you guys the premise of the movie, there's a woman who's a federal marshal, right? And she's trying to bring in this guy into custody. And the guy's played by Eric from that 70s show, right?
He's the villain?
Yeah, yes. And he's super snarky, and he was like, hey, bro, he's...
I'm just thinking about the way he talks. And I'm not doing that.
Bro, it's exact. There's many moments where that exact thing just happened, or that you just did. I promise you. So he's being snarky.
Sana, I have to land the
He
plane.
puts his hands on his hips and he goes,
He did that exact face. I know. I'm kidding you like fucking 10, 15 times, bro. I'm not
Oh
even kidding.
my god.
it's comedy.
No, it's a fucking
It's
drama.
serious,
It's like
dead
a thriller
serious.
/ drama.
It's a thriller.
Okay. But there's comedic elements, but I wouldn't say it's a comedy. Like it's a comedy because it's so bad you're laughing at it.
And
okay?
Mark Wahlberg,
But-
his ball.
Bro, let me keep going. I'm just gonna spoil it because you guys should never watch
Nah,
it.
go ahead.
Oh fuck.
Okay, so this federal marshal, she's a woman, right? She's a badass fucking lady, whatever, in her 40s and shit. And
Too old. No, I'm just kidding. Too old. Just kidding.
the beginning of the movie starts with a fucking opening shot of an AI motel.
Oh.
So they used AI to create the motel.
Yeah.
And then he's warming up ramen in the little microwave, and he's staring at it. And then he feels like there's a knock at the door, and then he opens the door like scared, and he just sees like a big old elk, the fakest looking elk a moose, the fakest looking moose you've ever seen in your life. I don't know if it was AI or just bad CGI. He sees this fake moose, and he's like, and he closes the door, and then he goes back to his ramen, and as his ramen is like about to be done, so the fucking federal agents burst in the door, and then the lady comes in. She's like, "You're arrested. You're coming with me, Bucko."
Wait,
You're
so
a flight risk.
they were behind the moose. They were.
I don't know if they're behind the moose.
Like
They're
how much time passed in between the moose and the
Probably like a minute.
Isn't that crazy though?
It's fucking silly.
Wait, so it was a real moose.
I'm
It
sorry,
It was
like
a real moose.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I got to dive into that, but that's a huge oversight. A moose is there, a giant moose, and then a minute later,
Bro,
federal
the Trojan
agents-
moose.
Seriously, this shit was so stupid.
It's a fake moose, and we're putting it in front of the door.
Bro, it's a Trojan moose.
Yeah, they're hiding inside of it.
They're hiding inside.
5 federal little people agents inside.
Bro, okay, so she's like, all right, she apprehends him, right? And they're in Alaska, and she says, all right, we need to get you back to face trial in New York.
They don't say what he did yet.
So he basically helped launder a bunch of money for the mob, right? And she's like,
my God,
this guy named Moretti, this criminal. They don't really give him any backstory. They don't even show him, but
Yeah.
she just tells, you're gonna face your time for what you did and all that stuff, for the crimes and things that you did for Moretti, blah blah blah. It's very glossed over.
Yeah.
So it cuts to them getting on a plane, and it's like one of those little ass like Cessna type planes, right? That,
Yeah.
Like a local plane that takes you from one small city to another, and they will pull up to the plane. There's no captain there yet, but the door's open. So she sits him down, she chains him up, and then she sits down. And then Mark Wahlberg gets on board. He's wearing a hat, right? And he has hair. He looks normal and shit. He looks like a regular pilot. And he's talking with the most horrible Southern accent you've ever heard, right? And he's like, "Where y'all from? I'm from Texas." It's just so bad.
Wait. They didn't. They arrested Eric Foreman.
Yes.
Okay. My
They
bad.
arrested-
I thought that was
she
Mark
arrested
Wahlberg.
Eric Foreman.
Any movie
Okay.
with Mark Wahlberg doing the accent is
Bro,
great.
Mark
It
Wahlberg's
is
doing his he's doing his
amazing,
Texas
bro.
accent, and he tells her, "I'm the pilot. I'm gonna take you guys up today. I'm gonna drop you off in Anchorage, which is like a larger city in Alaska, and then from there you can fly to wherever you need to go." But they're in a small city, so he says, "I'm gonna fly you," and then he starts doing all the fucking mechanisms, flipping everything on, and then he takes off, and then he's just playing music and having casual conversation with her and shit, and then Eric Foreman notices like underneath the seat that there's an ID of a guy who has the same name as Mark Wahlberg. So Mark Wahlberg's obviously a fucking fake, right?
Yeah.
And then at some point, I forgot how exactly, but homegirl figures out that Mark Wahlberg is not who he says he is, and he starts beating the shit out of her, and then she starts beating the shit out of him, and then eventually she gets the upper
I'm
hand.
gonna hit you in the face, lady.
She gets the upper hand. She tases the shit out of him. She tases him so hard it leaves like a black mark on his neck. So she burns him, and he fucking passes out from being tased, and his hat falls off, and he has a bald fucking head and hair on the
God.
sides. And I learned this after the movie. He really shaved his head for this movie.
You could see it.
He shaved his entire.
He
fucking
probably
head.
felt like Daniel Day-Lewis, bro. He probably felt like I got to get into this Texan's mind.
Bro, he felt like he was the shit. I bet when he was like, "I'm gonna get into this movie. Like,
I'm
gonna,
a method actor. I'm just a method actor.
I'm gonna go somewhere dark with this." Bro,
I slept in a plane for a month for this role.
so I will say though, the movie at that point it's like somewhat silly, but still super entertaining. He's like, "What the fuck's gonna happen?" Like, they're
So
on this-
both of them are bad guys. That's actually kind of entertaining. I'm on board, I think.
it's entertaining. It's interesting. So you're like, "Okay, what's gonna happen?"
You just chose the worst two actors to play bad people. In
Bro,
here.
for real.
But Eric Foreman doesn't know Mark Wahlberg in the movie.
No, Eric Foreman's freaking out. He's like, "Who the fuck? This guy's not who he says he is. He's gonna fucking crash
So
us."
it's coincidentally two very bad guys.
Yeah.
A bad guy enough that he stole a plane,
Pretty
and
much.
another
Well, Eric
bad guy
Foreman,
enough.
they want him to inform on the mob, and supposedly Mark Wahlberg works for the mob
Yeah.
or whatever.
Oh,
He was
so
hired-
Mark Wahlberg is there to stop him. Okay,
He's probably there
I
to
see.
kill him or
He's
whatever.
there to kill him. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So Mark Wahlberg's fucking passed out. They have him fucking handcuffed and shit.
Throw him out the plane.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
you can't pop the plane door open. Not
Yeah,
with
you
a
can't
fat
open
high.
the bag.
Guys, listen. I'm gonna
Oh,
get
you're
to that.
Yeah, you're right.
And just fucking sheesh.
Yeah, let him slide out.
Guys, listen. It's gonna get funny. Remind me to bring that up if I forget. So Mark Wahlberg's fucking passed out, right? And at a certain point, like he wakes up, and then Topher Grace, Eric from that '70s show, and the main chick, they're talking now, and
Okay.
he's like freaking out. He's like he had pissed himself because he got so fucking scared. And she's like, "Relax, like we're gonna be okay." And then she says, "Relax, we're gonna be fine." But he says, "We don't know how to fly the plane," and she's like, "Oh shit, we don't know how to fly the plane." And the plane starts like dipping down low, and it looks like it's gonna hit like a mountain. And then Mark Wahlberg like somewhat wakes up. And then she's like, "Tell us what to do," and he's like, "No, fuck you." And he keeps making like super rapey jokes to the fucking dude, to Topher Grace. He keeps telling him, he's like,
I'm gonna handcuff you.
he says shit like that, like all kinds of innuendos, like I'm gonna fuck you, like just wait till I get a hold of you, like I'm gonna be real sweet to you, like stuff like that. He keeps telling,
Wait till I get you in my bed and lay
Bro,
you down.
Marky Mark.
he keeps telling them crazy shit, and she finds out she remembers. Oh, I have a sat phone. So a sat phone you can call from anywhere because it connects to space and shit.
Yeah.
So she calls her fucking military base, and she calls her boss or whatever, the marshals, and they call the military base, and they get her on the phone with the pilot who's going to help her fly the plane. Like he's going to instruct her. So the pilot starts flirting with her, the one who's helping her, and it was just so fucking random. And she's going along with it. She's like, he's like, what do you like for dinner? And he's like,
Wait, I gotta see who's
I
playing.
swear,
the
he's
lady,
like
bro.
an Arab/Indian dude. He's like, "What do you like to eat for dinner?" And she's like, "I don't know, Italian." And she's like, kind of laughing, but I'm like, in this situation, this is not the fucking time,
She's like twirling her hair.
Bro.
He's like, "Show me, Bubs."
Show me bubs. And
You sound very sexy. Show me, Bubs.
I think he was Arab, so we can say this, bro. So that's going on, and then he says, "I'm gonna take you to dinner when you land this. Don't even worry." So that's happening while she's talking to this guy. He helps
Oh,
her
this is
kind
the most bland looking lady I ever seen in my
He
life.
helps-
Actually, I'd like to see that. Can I see
He helps her navigate the plane up, and then Mark Wahlberg keeps talking shit, and then at a certain point, Mark Wahlberg slips through the cuffs. Yeah, that's the fucking lady.
Oh, that's just a regular white
That
lady.
is just a white lady.
That's like a TBS white lady.
Bro, so Mark
It's like
Wahlberg,
an NCIS white lady.
Mark Wahlberg slips through the cuffs, right?
Yeah.
He like breaks one of his fingers to slip through the cuffs, and then he goes up to the lady and fucking smacks the shit out of her or whatever.
Just
Jesus.
And then she's
like
like
a real beating.
She's
today.
passed out, and then he fucking like he smacks Topher Grace around a little bit, and he titty twisters him. I'm not even kidding. And he says, "A little titty twister for you." I swear that's a line. I swear that's a line. So he's bullying this guy. He titty twisters him.
This was for me, not for you.
And then he punches him, and then he's about to like get back in the driver's seat, and the lady wakes up, and then she fucking what does she do, bro? Oh, she hits him in the head with a what do you call it? A fire hydrant or not fire hydrant? The extinguisher.
Extinguisher. That's a
This
good
is
weapon.
Fucking Looney Tunes,
Bro,
What is
it's so
this?
stupid. She hits him in the head with a fire extinguisher, and then she fucking keeps hitting him, and then he's like fucking passed out, and then he like slides to the back of the plane, and she like pulls out her gun and she shoots him like 2 or 3 times. He eats the fucking bullets and he keeps running towards her, and then she slides open the door. And right before she slides open the door, she takes the fire extinguisher and she uses it, so she blows a bunch of all the shit, the smoke from the fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
And then she opens the door to let that smoke out, and then he's like passed out because I guess he got hit by the thing and the fucking smoke fucked him up. And then she closed the door without throwing him out, and then she fucking ties him up again. And
What
fucking
a fucking dumbass.
2 handcuffs. this
stupid
time.
as shit. She fucking ties him up again, this time real hard with handcuffs, and he's like just fucking sitting there like he's passed out, and then he wakes up again at a certain point where they're getting closer to landing the plane, and the dude the whole time, the pilot's flirting with her, trying to help her navigate landing the plane, right? And she's freaking out because she's like, how the hell am I gonna land this? And Mark Wahlberg wakes up. This time he's more fucked up because he's been beaten up and shit. And he says, he's tormenting Topher Grace. He says, did you make a poop? Are you scared? Huh? You scared? I swear, did you make a poop is a line that he said in the movie.
Did he write this movie?
No.
This is really funny.
So, bro, I was looking into it. The guy who wrote the movie has no credits to anything else, and he's working on like 7 other movies. So people are thinking, like a lot of reviewers online and people in the movie community,
Not a real person.
they think that it's AI. They think it's made up. That's not a real person. They think it was an AI written movie.
It was Mark. It was Mark. He probably used a pseudonym.
I don't
Bro.
know if AI would even come up with "Did you make a poop?" Maybe it did.
It just seems like an AI.
No, it would. If you tell him Mark Wahlberg is the actor,
Bro.
like, oh,
Mark Wahlberg as a Texan, bald.
Bro, and
did
the-
you make a poop?
the
That's
whole
all full
time,
prompt you
like-
give it.
how about a titty twister?
Bro, it's so stupid. The whole time that's going
Titty
on,
twister in there somewhere.
there's another subplot going on where her boss's boss was getting paid by the mob guy that Topher Grace used to work for.
Yeah.
So he's on the mob's payroll. So he wants Mark Wahlberg to fuck them up pretty much. So he's gonna sabotage them. So this is all happening over the phone. The whole thing happens over the phone. And she's talking to her boss, and she's like, "Oh my god, I think homeboy's fucking what do you call it? On the payroll or whatever. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?" This whole fucking subplot's going on. And they eventually land the plane, which is a cool scene, though. That was cool. When they fucking land the plane, the whole thing's like fucking crashing and bumping, and they're all getting fucked up and shit.
Yeah.
And while they're about to land, Mark Wahlberg gets up and he stabs the shit out of Topher Grace with a knife, like a bunch of times. And he's about to get the lady, and then she fucking finally kills him. Not kills him, but she shoots him to where like he can't get up, but he's still alive. And then as the plane's crashing, the door slides open, he falls out, and Mark Wahlberg's like on the tarmac, and then there's a bunch of people waiting for them. There's a bunch of police and like ambulances waiting for them because they knew because she had radioed it in. They knew that they were gonna pick him up. Bro, a fucking an ambulance runs right into Mark Wahlberg and kills him.
Oh,
That's not what I was
on
expecting.
accident.
Yeah, it's on accident.
It wasn't like a hit or like to kill him or something like that.
No.
What the
Dude.
fuck?
There is so much wrong with this movie.
It was so silly.
She
though.
had a weapon. Shoot him enough times that he's dead. Shoot him right in the face. He's
Shoot
knocked
him,
out.
or throw him out of the plane
Throw him
like
out the
Gio
plane.
say.
Look, if you were too scared to get, because I'd be a little scared. Like imagine, Mark Wahlberg is where Gio is, and I'm over here, and the plane door is open where like that Halo helmet is.
Man.
I'd be too scared to like get close enough to like.
If he's passed
kick
out,
him out.
if he's passed out though, he's passed out, bro.
What if he grabs my ankle and pulls me out with him?
I mean, yeah, that's the risk you bear. Though.
You don't
I
wanna-
forgot about who directed it.
Mel Gibson, bro. It was one of his stinkers. It
Oh,
was bad.
Mel
I forgot
Gibson,
about
the
that.
guy who did the Passion of the Christ.
Bro, he did The Passion, Apocalypto,
That's why
Hacksaw
you watched
Ridge.
it then.
It was free tickets too, so I was like, yeah, why not? Go fucking free movie.
Yeah, there's so much wrong with that, dude. They could have shot him in the face. Also, I thought Topher Grace got out of. So Topher Grace dies.
Yeah. No. I think he lives. They don't. Yeah, I think he's fine.
I was about to say that
But
was
apparently Mel Gibson said they shot the movie in 11 days, and I was like,
I
bro,
fully believe
and I was like, bro, this seems like one of those movies where they were like, hey, we need you to make something before you make whatever shit else you want to make. You need to do this right now. Here's the AI script. and then we'll give you the money to go do whatever the fuck you want to make.
So
because this shit
stupid.
seems so rushed and just fucking stupid.
And like, yeah, using a fire extinguisher instead of your gun. And then also, if both of you are trying to land this plane, one person should be watching him with a gun just pointed at him the whole time.
Seriously, bro.
And just sit in the fucking seat next to him.
It was so stupid. I will say the debox seats though, those are real cool, especially for a movie that takes place mostly on a plane.
So the whole time you're shaking around.
Yeah, it'll shift like the plane is shifting, and like as the plane's going, like your fucking seat's going like the whole
That is
time.
kinda
Like
cool.
you feel the vibrations. That shit's really cool. So
Man,
It didn't get
hell
old though.
no.
It didn't get tiring.
no, I actually didn't. It felt more immersive. I would give the movie my original rating was a 2.5 out of 5.
Damn, that's not bad.
Yeah. That's half. That's not
I would
bad.
give it a 3 now, only because of the seats.
Wow.
The seats did that much.
The seats did that
How
much.
often are the seats moving? Like how constant
For
is
that particular movie,
whole time.
it was the whole movie because the whole movie's on a plane.
It
There's a lot of
seems annoying,
a lot of
though.
movement.
But it's probably
actually-
like it probably helps with the immersion.
It's immersive.
I
as
guess
fuck,
maybe if
bro.
it's subtle, like you kind of get into it.
not like you just-
I'm thinking that shit's like a roller coaster.
trying to eat
If it's like
popcorn
shaking
and
you
shit.
around.
If it's a stupid movie like fucking
trying to drink your drink,
bro, if it's like that new Captain America movie that's coming out, if it's like that, it's probably gonna be stupid.
Fast and Furious. Could you imagine one of those in Fast
Oh
and
my
Furious?
god,
Probably
that
be
would
a
be kinda
nightmare.
lit.
Well, low-key, that'd be kind of cool because
That would be
they're pretty much
cool.
in cars 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Whereas like with Captain America, there's like scenes where people are going to be talking for long periods of time.
Yeah.
And it's like that's lame if like they're talking and then there's the action and then you're back in your seats just fucking doing
They're
nothing.
shaking around as it's talking, and then I did this.
Or then
Yeah.
Falcon starts flying and shit. You're just shaking.
Yeah.
You're leaning.
Yeah, for sure they're gonna like when he's flying around
Yeah,
and the
that'd be
fucking
kinda
with the
cool.
wings and stuff.
I would do it, but it's got to be the right kind of like you went to
It has
the
to be
right
the right
kind of
movie.
movie.
It would have been good with Dune too when he's like on the
Oh
worm and
my-
shit.
Ooh, that would have been pretty
That'd have
cool.
been real cool.
That would have been fire.
I mean, it's a cool idea. That's definitely where movie theaters are going towards. I think it's gonna be those fucking whatever it is, like the not 360 screens, but like the
Oh,
screens
the
that are
big
on
ass.
the side.
Yeah.
Even though I don't know how they're gonna make that work, they're gonna have to do like curvy screens or something. I don't know,
Nah,
man.
they're not gonna do that.
The
That
thing
would
about
take
a theater, though-
wholesale investment.
A theater. How do you like? How do you change like the theater industry? You know what I
Let's
mean?
get new screens and new
Because
It's,
all they
it's too
change-
expensive to do that though, bro.
Yeah.
They
It's
only
really
change
expensive.
the seats. They always just change seats.
because it's cheaper.
And they only do
Yeah.
it every fucking 20 years or something.
Now every time like they release a new form of like movie experience, it's
Yeah.
either a much bigger screen and it's loud as shit, or it's a seat, or it's both at the same time. But there's no better screen. There's no like, on the
they don't wanna
side
do all that.
shit.
There's no need.
It's very expensive. You have to shoot the movie to accommodate it too. Like there's different forms of like what do you call it? I guess you I just saw somebody spit in somebody's face
that was crazy.
on the TV. That's crazy.
Cheaters playing.
Cheaters is
Uh,
nuts.
but there's different forms of like movie you can go watch. Like I was looking into this shit because I was thinking about getting one of those movie memberships, those monthly ones. And there's Dolby Digital Plus, which is
Yeah.
like the seats kind of move around a little bit, but the only thing that moves them is the sound because I believe there's speakers in the seats. And then
Got your
also
booty hole
just
vibrating.
yeah, it vibrates a little bit because of that, and also the actual sound in the theater is really fucking crisp. So there's that, and there's like IMAX where the screen is enormous, and then there's super fucking surround sound with giant ass speakers, and then there's Screen X where there's 3 big ass screens.
I
So there's
hated that.
your
shit.
main one, and then one right here, one right here, and
I
then
hated that shit so much.
I heard it only comes on in certain parts of the movie that were filmed in that. Otherwise, they're usually black.
It's just blank.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's just blank.
stupid. That's ugly.
I watched Black
Yeah.
Panther like that, bro. That shit was horrible.
That's
Yeah,
ugly
I
as
would
hell.
imagine.
Yeah, if it keeps popping on.
Well,
Look,
it was on the whole time, but it was just like random shit. Like they'd be on the beach, and it's just more beach.
Was it the first one, Gio?
It was the second one, the recent one.
That's what those movies always are when they use this. Actually, now that I think about it, unless I'm tripping, I might have watched Spider-Verse like that, but it wasn't like full screens. I think it was like little strips.
I might
on the
throw
side or
up
something
during
like that.
Spider-Verse if it's like that. That was
Yeah, bro.
so many colors in that movie.
It's a
bro.
lot of
Bro,
colors.
just give me the movie straight up.
I mean, look, I'm a
I
movie
like
straight
hot
up guy
dogs at the
too.
theater. I ain't trying to be shaking.
I'm not
when eating my
complaining
hot
like I
dog.
want a different type of movie. I'm just saying I wonder how they'll ever change that because movies already took a hit with the pandemic and stuff.
They're coming back.
I don't know if they're
Well,
recovering
people-
the way they were
people
before.
go,
Go
bro.
to the movies any Friday night or Saturday night, bro. It's packed every
People
time,
go.
But-
consistently. Even when bad movies are out.
Bro, if Challengers makes $100 million, we're good. We're set.
I don't know. I haven't looked into it because I know like the movies that hit still hit, but like were people consistently going to the movies more often, like on a
Yeah.
weekday or like for a shitty
especially
movie or
for-
something?
Well, I mean, nobody really,
Those are the
even
slowest
back in the
days.
day, would like go on a weekday.
yeah,
People would just go on the weekends.
yeah. No, that's true.
But people are going to the movies.
Yeah, it's
bro.
back, bro. It's after COVID, like
Yeah.
people wanted to come back and
Shit
it's,
bounce back.
If you think about it, it's a solid date, bro. It's not that expensive compared to like other
Yeah.
stuff, right? And
You don't got to hear no yapping.
It's a cool experience.
yeah, it's a
together,
cool
yeah.
experience. You watch a movie. You don't have to
No,
talk.
You dig
you
at
know,
the bottom of the popcorn.
How can I get her to shut up? Let's go watch a movie. Let's go to a funeral. Shh. We have to send them. I don't even know the guy. Yeah, I saw. Speaking
Also,
of,
I do think there's more of a movie going culture. I think there's more people that like have interest in watching new movies than ever before.
I
for
wonder
sure.
if that is also a byproduct of the pandemic. Is that people were like,
It
they,
could be.
They couldn't go watch movies for so long that people, and also support that people are like, I want to go support the movies that I like.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I think that's possible.
Y'all saw that? I feel bad for this fucking movie. That Better Man movie did abysmal.
Better man.
Better Man.
What's that about?
Bro, this movie is so shit. Sorry, dog. This movie is so shit that you guys don't even know about it, and you guys know a lot about movies. It's
I've never
a
even
movie
heard.
about. Do you know who Robbie Williams is?
Oh, the monkey movie.
The monkey
The
movie.
guy who's like he's an artist, but he wanted his
Yeah.
life story portrayed as
Yeah.
a monkey. That's probably
That's
super-
hilarious.
He's essentially like a UK singer, and he's like a household name over there, I guess. But he probably hasn't made a lot of hits recently. Like he's probably just like an old, like
It's been a hot minute.
yeah, Bruce Springsteen, if you think about it, or something like that. But for some reason, they made a movie about his life, and they made him a monkey,
Yeah.
and it is almost like ugly to look at because
I've
it's a
heard-
straight up chimpanzee, like
I've heard
shaped like a
nothing
human.
but good things about it.
Me too.
Really?
The reviews
That's
are
the funny part.
fantastic.
Every review I've seen, they're like, it's a good movie.
The reviews are great, but for some reason, I think it earned literally 11 or 10 million worldwide on a $100 million budget.
Yeah, it's expensive because to have a whole movie in CGI monkey form,
Yeah.
that's
Expensive
expensive.
as fuck.
I wonder if they did all CGI monkey or if it was like mocap, like a guy wearing the suit and then they put the monkey over him.
They
and-
probably did
and
that because he's
pose.
shaped like a dude.
it's
The-
just it's a dude until like the neck.
yeah, exactly. He's wearing like
until
long
the neck
sleeves.
up there, you're like, oh,
So
that's a monkey.
He's got
Yeah.
a Letterman on.
It wa-
That's
it
no
was
monkey.
Probably some mocap shit, some motion cap. They put the
Oh,
fucking.
so he has blonde tips now.
Yeah,
blonde
he's got a
tip monkey.
piercing. He's got nipple piercings.
But I heard it was really good, and I heard
Yeah.
that the dude is like a big deal over there. But
yeah.
I heard some of the songs. I said I can see why he didn't cross.
But it
over.
earned 10 or 11 million worldwide. So I think it only earned 6 or 7 million in the UK, where he's supposed to be like a big guy. Here it earned 1.8 million.
Because nobody makes
That's
movies for the
nothing,
fucking
dude.
UK. They make movies for us
Yeah.
in China.
I'm not going to see that
Yeah.
movie.
yeah.
I'll wait for it to come on the telly.
Yeah, I can't wank my dick, and I can't bring my machete. I don't wanna go see it.
That's a good point though, Gio. There's no really like what other cultures have blockbusters like that. I mean,
Korea?
of course, Indians do.
Yeah.
They have, like,
Korean
and
Indians.
Koreans are starting to
Ooh.
come up hard on the blockbusters.
Indians are the best. Those are the best movies.
Indians
Yeah, they're
invest a
crazy.
shit ton of money in the Bollywood stuff, bro.
Because for a little while, Indian movies were out of control, crazy, where it'd be like, 100 guys and they get launched up in a catapult and they form like a shield all together midair and they land with no casualties. But now they're making like real like rom-coms and stuff like that, and like scary movies, and they have pretty good reviews.
They got it. I ain't watching that shit. They
I'm
got
not
it.
watching either, but I mean, didn't you watch a?
I watched
watched RRR.
RRR. That was honestly one of the most entertaining movies I've ever seen.
Yeah, you and another friend were talking about it.
I highly recommend that one. That's a fun time.
Shout
bro.
out RR. Yeah, I felt bad for that Better Man movie though.
Why you feel bad?
I just
Megalopolis made no money, and you ain't feel bad.
And that
I
guy,
was the only one that felt bad.
that guy went
That's
into
true.
debt. That guy went into debt to do that.
I
That's
bought wine
true.
bottles because of that movie.
yeah, actually, you're right. That was definitely a bigger blow.
That
I
guy,
think.
he was so confident in the movie. He was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a loan out against my shit.
I don't-
And
yeah.
I'm like, bro, like that's
But he was
so
like,
crazy.
He was like, my message in this movie is so important. I'm gonna sell my wine company.
Ooh, they're gonna love
They're gonna
this
love
one. Look at all the
Yeah,
people
them
I got
fucking
in it.
driver.
And you know what's sad too? Not only did the movie do poorly, it got bad reviews, and it just completely disappeared.
Yeah.
You don't even hear people talking shit about it. It's
I'm
just
trying
like
to
it didn't
find
even exist.
I can't even find it on streaming.
Yeah, I haven't even thought about that
feel
movie
like-
until you said it
I don't
right
think
now.
anybody's gonna pick it up.
that's
That's
the
a
big.
shame.
That's the big thing with bad movies nowadays is they're either so bad that like a lot of people end up knowing them, or they're bad to the point where nobody knows it and they just forget about it. Like
Yeah.
Joker 2 and like the one you just mentioned, people just forget it ever happened.
I completely forgot Joker happened. Also, it's been sitting on HBO. I haven't even
forget it
thought
again.
about turning
Forget
it
it
on.
existed.
Hey man, it's a good time.
Oh,
Now you like Lady Gaga, huh?
speaking of musicians,
Nah, fuck it.
what did you guys think of The Weeknd's new album?
Oh my god. It came out this morning, so I'm on a high right now. So
I'm on a high.
this might not be the right week to ask me for my review.
You're loving Abel right now.
I love
your love
this
for
fucking-
Abel is
I
at
love
its
this
all-time
album
high.
so much.
Really?
I love it so much.
Tell-
It's got a cool, dark, like. Go ahead.
Tell us
bro.
why. Tell us why. Explain.
Well, the sound. So first of all, I played it on my headphones on the bus, loud as fuck in my headphones. This shit sounds amazing. It sounds. It sounds like they took 2 years to fucking make this album. or just to like put it out and shit.
Yeah, the production is fantastic.
The production is crazy.
Like I said, they spend a lot of money in the production.
But then when you get to what he's talking about, for the past 3 albums, he's talked about how like he needs to like kill this version of himself to like become a better person, and all this shit. And then now it's like finally come to fruition. It's like, damn.
Oh, like he's saying he's a better person now.
He's saying like this is it. Like this is it's over.
What do you mean?
The Weeknd is done.
Oh,
Like it's done.
what is he saying? Like, oh, so he killed himself.
Basically.
Oh, so it didn't work. He didn't heal himself.
No, he's saying I'm gonna kill myself. This is me killing myself.
Oh, so this is the old version.
Well,
he's gonna ascend.
he's gonna be reborn. Dude.
It's time for him to for a born again weekend.
Not the two. So the last 2 albums are more so like the last one was Dawn FM. Then the one before that is After Hours. After Hours is him like being coked out of his mind, like doing a bunch of crazy shit.
That's where he's running through the crazy
That's
mirrors.
when he's running through Las Vegas like a madman. Then Dawn FM is him like dying in that part and being like, okay, I'm living life a little too crazy.
Yeah.
I'm fucking too much. I'm doing too much drugs. I gotta relax. Then this album is him like killing himself off.
I think this is his last hurrah.
This is the last.
He's
hurrah.
like, I'm gonna have this little bit of fun, but I'm also reflecting on like, I'm done. Like I've done all this shit. I'm just exhausted from partying. I've too much partying, too much pussy.
Bro, he said my blood. I'm waiting for a day where my blood doesn't taste like wine. That shit was crazy.
Oh, I know he wakes up with the worst hangovers. I just got flashbacks of bad hangovers.
He's laying in bed just like,
And he's not really young anymore, so he's probably just like,
yeah.
And he's
Bruno
talking about all
Mars,
this
too.
like sleep paralysis shit. He's talking about he sleeps in a bathtub, and the only way he can move is to move his foot to turn the water on and shit.
He talked about some interesting stuff.
crazy.
He said there was one where like there was a chick leaving a voicemail on the song, and she was saying, "My friend saw you in Dallas. Like I know you're answer
you
the
look
phone."
bad.
She said you look bad. Answer the phone. I know you're awake. I know you're always wired after the show. I never thought about that. Like after a show and you get all that energy, especially if you're a performer like The Weeknd, you're performing in stadiums and shit.
Yeah.
The energy's probably so high that you cannot. How are you gonna go to sleep after that? You're gonna
can't.
fucking go party your ass off every night after you perform. There's no way you're gonna go to sleep after riding on that high of a fucking energy from the crowd and shit.
Musician, stand-up comedy, all that shit is done like late, bro.
Yeah, it's all
later
late.
at
Like,
night.
it probably wears you the fuck out, bro.
Yeah.
That's what happened to him, and that's why that Sao Paulo song sounds like that, because it's like it gives you the feeling of the euphoria and all that shit.
The partying and shit he's probably doing in Brazil, bro. All the fucking coke.
It's nuts.
Insane shit.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm not consuming music the way I should. I swear.
I
Because
think
you
you're
guys-
not.
Yeah, you guys love a good like a good storyline between albums. You guys like a good
Yeah.
like structured album.
Well, I mean, I
From
love an
start to
album.
finish.
About
I never
not-
listened to them like that.
Well-
I don't even know like that. Like if you were to tell me like name 4 like the other day you asked Gio name 4 albums for Pink Floyd, I legit
Yeah.
probably could have only done 2. But I know 1,000 songs for some reason,
What?
or I don't know like their names. I don't know like
some people
their
don't listen to
backstories.
albums. Like I'm an album dude. I listen to albums.
Yeah, that's
that's
true.
how you get respect from me. But if you just make good songs, that's cool.
Yeah, there's no artistry to it.
That's all artistry. But no,
Sure, you made a banger, but there's no artistry to your craft.
I can appreciate both. I like a little one hit wonder or like some artists where like I
That's
like
my Drake issue.
I like some of their songs, but I can't listen to the full album. But like, if you're an artist who I'm going to listen to regularly, you have to have album status. Like you
Yeah.
have to have albums that I can put on, and maybe there's 1 or 2 skips, and then maybe have albums that are obvious. Like I would prefer no skips. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? That's like my preferred listening is to an artist that I can put on, and I'm just gonna be like, all right, this shit's gonna fucking hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, I hear that.
I think where you're shortchanging it is when you do your little 40-second 1 minute thing.
And I
you
do.
skip,
that,
you
bro.
skip,
I-
a
I-
Uzi. You skip a Uzi.
I swear, guys, if you went through my library, it's all heat. because I'm not giving anyone any bias.
Well, I would say my library is heat too, but it's all heat that I like.
Yeah.
And like when y'all get in the car or when my girlfriend gets in the car, I skip songs because I'd be embarrassed.
Oh, me too.
But
You're gonna have Dr. Robert by the Beatles playing. That's actually a fucking good song.
when I'm 64 is on,
When I'm saying, I actually really don't like that song. You know what's funny? I don't like any of Paul McCartney's songs for the Beatles.
oh,
bro.
you do.
That's a hot take. I
You
don't.
do
bro.
like a Paul McCartney
Nah,
song.
bro. Yet, all right. I like the melody. I'll say
You like Michelle.
he got the melodies.
You like Michelle.
He has the melodies. I'll give him that. All right, okay, fine. I won't say I don't like any of Paul McCartney's songs, but I will say
he's your least favorite writer.
he's my least favorite writer. John first, George second, Paul McCartney third, Ringo fourth.
last.
Ringo last. I don't even count him. He shouldn't write. I heard they
I write
wrote
the drums. I write the drum part.
they wrote his songs for him. Apparently,
They did. They wrote the octopus.
all
shit.
of his songs that were hits.
No,
they
he wrote
for
the
him.
octopus song.
Well, I mean, with a lot of fucking help from
Well,
George.
yeah.
George fucking basically wrote the whole
George
shit for
is
him.
doing it.
Writing it with crayon and shit.
Yeah.
Like, and
I'd like to be an octopus.
and then the octopus is in the garden. Well, is it true that one of them was fucking Ringo's wife? I heard that. I think like in a Family Guy bit or something. I didn't know if it was real.
No, that's
so.
George.
Someone was fucking someone's wife, and they were like, "Oh, I don't care because I was fucking Ringo's wife the whole time," or something
I
like
think
that.
you're right. Yeah, you're right. Because Eric Clapton was fucking George Harrison's
Yeah,
wife.
that
Eric
was the
Clapton
case.
was
And then-
clapping.
And then George Harrison was clapping Ringo's wife.
Boy, oh
George
boy.
Harrison was clapping Ringo's wife.
I believe so.
Damn,
It's
he
either
seems-
that way or
Louise.
Ringo was.
I don't think so. George Harrison seems so based, bro. He just seems so
based.
He was super based because he
Such a
like
Sigma.
George Harrison type beat.
he became.
I looked it up earlier. I was trying on my way here, like just talk about something. I was looking up "I Shouldn't Be Alive." Like I was looking up just one of the stories so I could talk about it.
Yeah.
And I put "I Shouldn't Be Alive" type of video. That's 20 minutes is what I was looking up on YouTube. I put "I Shouldn't Be Alive" type, and it put beat. And I was like, "I shouldn't be alive" type beat. You can put type beat at the end of anything, and a bunch of 14-year-olds have been like,
There's a fucking
Yeah.
type beat
Yeah.
for everything. Barbie
cardboard box
type beat.
Yeah, Barbie type beat.
Anything type beat is gonna be
Necklace type beat.
That's a beautiful part of YouTube though. Is people are just making shit and they're like, I'm gonna put it up there.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be a live type beat. I'm about to rap
shouldn't
for
be
5
alive
minutes or I'm gonna kill myself.
Actually, yeah. Now that I said it, that's actually kind of dark.
that's crazy.
There's probably like some
What do you think they were
XXX.
jamming out to while they were thinking about
That's that XXX Extentacion
It is
type
actually,
shit.
yeah.
I was gonna kill myself, but the beat was too hard.
Bro, did you guys see that XXXTentacion speaker that they released?
Saying his name is hilarious.
Tentacion.
XXXTentacion?
I don't know how to say it other than that.
XXX Tenation? What is his name supposed to be?
It's the way you said it. XXX Extentacion.
That's how he implied for it to be.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know if I ain't gonna lie.
I'm pretty sure.
Tanto estación. Lots and lots of estación.
XXX Extension.
Well, first and foremost, they will not let that guy rest.
No, they don't. Him and Juice World.
His hot mom. Have you seen his mom? She's actually hot.
XXX Extension has a hot
she's-
mom?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's very young
Wow,
and she's
I
very
didn't
hot.
know.
But his mom or whoever, I guess his estate or whatever, they keep releasing albums and
Yeah.
they keep featuring him on other people's
Money,
albums.
bro.
Money talks, baby.
I mean, why do you think some families do it more classy than others? Like, I think Mac Miller's family is very classy about it. Like,
Oh.
I feel like they only release stuff that they know he probably would have wanted to put out.
Yeah.
And, like, things that the other artists who worked on it approved of also. Like, they got their approval. Whereas, like, some people, like, bro, Biggie's family, all these, they just put anything out, bro.
Bro,
Tupac's
Tupac
family,
family,
they put
they
out.
was
They
dropping
fucking put
albums
all
every
kinds
month.
of shit. I'm like, damn, Tupac's dropping shit every which way, bro.
I think that motherfucker's still alive.
Dude's been dead for years.
Yeah, but because
He gotta be in Cuba. He keep rapping.
I think he's in Cuba. No, but they have the same problem that Biggie had, that Tupac had. All of them. They died so young. They don't have like a huge, just like a whole closet full of tracks. So they're
Yeah.
just probably pulling everything they can and being like, release this,
Well, no, they have
mix
a
it up
lot.
and clean it up.
They were very prolific even the short time that they were here.
Oh yeah,
they have
but
a
someone
lot,
like Mac would make beats and he would rap and he was doing it for several years.
Mac has a lot more, I think.
So he had a lot. He had like I think Circles was supposed to come out after Swimming, like intentionally, and then that album Balloonerism, which is actually very good. I didn't love Circles, but I like Balloonerism a lot. That one was supposed to come out after watching movies. It was supposed to come out in like 2016.
Damn.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he just shelved it.
I
for a
know
while.
he has a lot of projects with people too. Like he has a
That
whole.
fucking Pharrell album. I want that Pharrell.
He has an album with
so
Pharrell.
bad, bro.
That's
Yes.
insane. I would love
It's
that.
called like Pink Slime or something. I've been waiting on that bitch, and he was alive when he said that.
Oh, that's
Damn.
crazy.
And I was
He
like,
has a whole
motherfucker.
album with. I didn't know he had one with Pharrell, and he has a whole unreleased one with Madlib, which was probably gonna be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
He has another one with this group. I don't remember their name, but he just has so much shit that I feel like he didn't get to take to the next level because he fucking died, bro.
And then he had like other alter egos. He had the Larry Fisherman one.
Delusional
He had,
Thomas.
Delusional Thomas is actually it's the type of music that will never ever be popular because it's very dark and it's like old Odd Future, but on purpose. That's like it's just like a dark.
It was
like-
very SoundCloudy.
yeah, very disturbing and like satanic-y, but there's still heat in there.
I
Yeah.
I
There's still absolute
appreciate
heat in
just
there.
how much like risk he took as an artist and like the growth over his career, bro. Like, if you
Yeah.
listen to his first shit, like one of his mixtapes, like Kids,
Yeah.
versus like his last album, which was
So
Divine,
different.
was Divine Feminine. Yeah,
Divine Feminine was his last. No, Swimming was his
Swimming.
last.
was, yeah.
Like that. It's complete. It sounds like different people entirely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
And then you listen to watching movies, completely different.
and how he
Yeah.
started to learn how to produce, and he put on like I was like for some reason like I was watching a YouTube short or something, of Vince Staples, and then like all of a sudden I started getting other Vince Staples stuff, and there was like this clip of him, and there was other people too. Like there was another one of Absol, people talking about how Mac Miller put them on,
Yeah.
and like he taught them how to pretty much make music and how to rap, because a lot of them were just like they were just dudes who were like playing around, like they weren't taking it serious, and Mac Miller was basically helping them like elevate their craft and learn how to actually make the music. You know what I mean?
I think like the prime example of that is Vince Staples. I think he took Vince Staples on his first tours.
Bro,
he
he
talked
had
about
put him on.
They was in the video. Vince Staples had the dirtiest polo shirt on. Oh my god.
Yeah, OG Vince Staples back when he was a
Vince
true
Staples.
hoodlum. He said that
The true hoodlum.
He picked him up from the hood in the G-Wagon with the scrape on the
Oh,
side.
Yeah.
bro, you know he was living in an
Yeah.
apartment with fucking 15 people in the house.
Because I think he was just like essentially like just one of like the crew members in for Earl Sweatshirt. I think he was just like one of Earl Sweatshirt's like friends. But he didn't do it.
So.
I think he just did music on the side, but wasn't really trying at all. Probably just being around Earl, he'd write some stuff or whatever.
But funny enough, you mentioned like that exact story. He would, and the Vince Staples shit that I was watching before the Mac Miller one. He was saying that like obviously like everybody knows if you listen to his music, like he was on the streets just doing shit. But he also I forgot how he became friends with the
Like
people from
Sid.
the people from Art Future, like Sid, Mike
yeah.
G,
I think you're
Tyler,
right,
Frank Ocean. Not so much Frank Ocean, but the other people. Like he became friends with them. I forgot how he met them, and he said like they came from like good homes. Like they lived in like a nicer area than him.
Yeah.
And he was like from the hood and shit. So he said he would like go and hang out with them or like go to their house and shit. And he that's how like he became involved with music and interested in music, is hanging out with those people, and they were trying to put him on because they were experimenting with shit.
Yeah, because imagine being around like true heavy hitters. At the
Bro.
time, too, they were heavy hitters.
They were huge.
And extremely unique sounds, all of them. All of them had pretty... Domo Genesis is very different from Sid, who's
They
very
all
different
sounded
from
very
Earl.
different, man.
Yeah, they had like a similar, I guess, like style, but...
Bro, I miss the super groups, man. Like I
Yeah,
miss
that
the
was a
Odd
good super
Futures,
group.
the ASAP Mobs. Even though ASAP Mob
Man,
isn't
Pro
nearly as
Era.
big,
Bro.
Pro Era.
Oh my god.
They're
ASAP,
all
wait,
just-
hold on. Let me hit this real quick. Did y'all see the ASAP stuff where he's in a whole thing?
Oh, he
has-
going to
he
With
had
jail.
the
a-
original
in
ASAP
a
founders,
trial.
he shot one of them, right?
He going
Or
to
tried?
jail, bro.
Wait, who did he shoot?
Well, hold on. Let me say this about XXX Tentacion.
Oh yeah.
Triple X Tentacion. So his family released a speaker. It's shaped like a cube, and it looks like his face. It's like skin. Like it looks like skin realistic. It's his eye.
weird.
It's like if you took a picture, like a square picture of someone's nose, like essentially half of their face, like the upper right portion of his face. So his eye, part of his nose, and all that
Fucking
stuff.
weird. Have you ever actually listened
And
to his
it
music?
moves.
Have you ever listened to his music?
Actually,
Move.
back in the day with SoundCloud, I used to like Playboy Cardi.
I
and I
liked his music, bro. His music was not bad.
He had some good ones.
I think he had a lot of potential. Like if he had more time and
Yeah.
like more like creative people around him, like people telling him not to be involved in stupid shit.
Everything
He
changed.
could've
You
done
see it,
some
Joe?
shit.
Show
Yeah,
you.
it looks weird.
Everything
Really?
changed when he went on XXL. To be honest,
Oh, that's really fucking weird.
When he went on Double XL,
I
it
mean,
was-
there's rumors that Drake had him killed,
which is insane.
I don't think that's real.
Drake,
But
I don't think that's real.
There's
Drake, you better not have,
I mean,
bro.
there's a lot of connections to it.
He talking mean about me. I'm gonna kill him outside
I'm
the
gonna
Harley
get him
Davidson
shot.
Kill him.
store.
I'm gonna get him shot.
I'm gonna get him shot, and I'm gonna go back to Toronto.
and I'm gonna kick my feet.
You don't say the second T, Gio.
I said Toronto.
Toronto.
You said Toronto.
Toronto.
Actually, I think you said it right.
Toronto.
But it's funny they don't.
Nah,
say the
hell on,
second
chill
T.
out, bro. You say that fucking.
You say that T, bro, you're dead.
Yeah, you say that fucking Drake shows up in your bathroom.
Speaking patois.
You say that fucking what the hell's that one comedic guy's name? I forget. But
You were saying something else before we got off the tangent with
A$AP Rocky.
A$AP Rocky. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So apparently one of the A$AP Relly and someone else.
I don't know. The
Yeah.
only ones I know are Rocky, Ferg, and then Yams.
Yeah,
I don't know
Yams.
any of the other ones.
I know
A$AP
12E.
Yams.
12E nasty.
There you go.
Ant. ASAP Ant. And that's it. I don't know anymore.
Nasty. That's a fun one. Is it NAST?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
really
about.
cool.
Yeah, it's hard.
So apparently there are two founders of A$AP that put all of them on and all that stuff. Probably like the old heads of the group or whatever.
Yeah.
One of them was named A$AP Relly and one of them was named something else. Apparently, A$AP, I guess A$AP Relly's a good-looking guy, and Rihanna might have been chit-chatting with him and flirting him up a little bit possibly. And I think A$AP Rocky put a gun to him, and I don't know if he shot him, but it's a shooting case that they have against him.
they
that he's
said
at
there's
trial
video
for.
evidence of somebody shooting a gun.
So I don't know if he hit him or if he held the gun up to him and shot away from him or something, but he essentially got up real close to him, put the gun at him, and was like, "Hey man, fuck off" or something.
I would say the same thing. My wife is a
yeah.
billionaire.
And
bro.
A$AP Relly is singing. He don't care. He's talking.
He's singing.
He doesn't give a fuck. He's talking,
singing.
dude. There's lots of videos of him just talking.
So you guys think ASAP? I mean, he probably has the best fucking lawyer.
No,
But,
he doesn't.
I mean, how does he not? Because he's married to Rihanna. I mean, not
He
married,
coulda-
but with Rihanna.
He could have took the plea case and he said no.
Oh yeah, because
That's true. He took it to
the plea
trial.
was what 90
Took it to
days.
trial. Yeah, the plea was 90 days.
Yeah.
90 days in jail.
Yeah.
That's a fucking breeze, bro.
Bro,
90
you about
days.
to get a gun charge
Wait.
in New York.
But they would've
No,
clapped-
they were in L.A.
They would have clapped his cheeks in 90 days though.
Oh, now you got 15 years.
yeah.
I guess it's a good point, but I mean, do I want to
90 days or 15 years.
Yeah, why, but wouldn't that mean that he was innocent if he's taking it to trial? Because that means he has more
He
faith in the
thinks
fact that
he thinks he's innocent.
his lawyer's like, his Jewish lawyer's like, ASAP Rocky, no, ASAP Rocky, we can do this, dude. I'm telling you, man,
you can beat the case.
take it to trial.
I think he believes that he has a straight and narrow path to beat this case.
I think he's very, very famous, and ASAP really is not. Maybe he can.
How funny would it be if he declined the plea deal, which was actually a really generous plea deal? If he declined the plea deal and then he goes to jail for like fucking 10 years,
Bro,
bro.
he's going to jail.
If it's
bro.
free
Wouldn't that
ASAP for
be-
10 years, I'd actually be pretty sad.
You guys remember when he was in Swedish jail?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
That was fucking funny.
But he
This
was
guy slipping
chilling.
on semen.
He was
This
there for
guy's-
like 3 months, right, or something.
He was there for a minute.
This
Yeah.
guy's fucking like. How can you be that successful, have that many good projects, worked with all these amazing artists, and just be that stupid still, bro?
Don't shoot my meal ticket.
Yeah.
For real, bro.
My wife is a billionaire. Get away from her.
Yeah.
I will not be able to eat without her.
Get your hands off of my fucking 9-figure wife,
My
10-figure
nine-figure
wife.
wife. Someone to be president of Barbados.
Yeah, my
Get away
Caribbean
from
wife.
her.
Get away from my umbrella creator.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
bro.
How you fuck up the bag that bad though, man?
He was protecting it.
It's honestly kind
He
of a
was
bummer.
protecting it.
Lately, like rappers have been getting back on that gangster shit, and I don't like it. Like, take it easy, guys. They're like over here, YNW Melly or whatever his name is.
Yeah,
He get, if not, I'm YNW Melly.
YNW Melly.
It's a friendly fade. Let's keep it that way. No, but like a lot of these rappers are going to fucking is Lil Durk another one who went to jail recently?
Yeah,
Young
Lil
Thug,
Durk.
fucking.
Yeah.
There's so many people. Gunna was about to go to jail. There's so many people who've been going to jail for
they're
real.
stupid, bro.
What are you guys doing? Oh my god, one of the worst ones is TK, dude. Bitch, I beat
Well,
the case. Bitch, I did the race.
that was luck that he got popping and then he actually went to jail.
he actually killed
A
someone.
lot of his
or was
songs, he
around.
did say he killed people.
Yeah, literally in the song he said he killed.
He was pretty.
Shot him in a Chick-fil-A parking lot,
Yeah.
which is where I think one of his homeboys did
Fucking
it.
Yeah.
Kodak too.
Kodak.
Bro, he
too.
shot an old man.
Stupid, bro.
I thought it was one of his bros.
Nah, he shot an old dude.
That's just fucked
Kodak
up.
shot old dude.
No,
Or TK?
TK. Or
Why
he robbed
even-
the old guy. He did something to the old guy.
That's crazy, dude.
Bro, all these rappers just out here doing stupid shit.
Maybe I'm just a
man.
spoiled boy, but I'll never understand how someone can like get a gun and go rob somebody. Like
Well, they need to.
breaking in a house is something.
Well, they don't need to.
Putting
but
a gun at someone, like just a person, unless you know that they just got fucking money on them. Or
That's
something
what
like
happened to that one rapper. I don't remember his name, bro, but they broke into his house with a
Pop
gun.
Smoke.
Yeah.
Oh,
and they
yeah.
killed him, bro.
Killed
It's pretty
him.
fucked up. I forgot how they got the information, but they figured out
Someone
his
posted a story, I think.
something.
Yeah,
something
one of
like
his
that.
friends posted a picture outside the house, and it
Yeah.
had the address
It's fucking
numbers.
that's sad,
Yeah.
bro.
In the
They
thing.
broke
Oh,
into his
dude,
house and
that
killed him.
ever talk about Blueface? Remember that? Not Blueface. What the hell was his name? PB&J Rock. Sorry, bro. P&B Rock.
He died.
Sorry, Doug. Yeah, he got shot in that chicken place. Remember?
That was him.
He
Oh,
got
you got
shot
shot
in
at Roscoe's.
Yeah, Roscoe's.
Jesus.
Yeah. So he got shot in a very famous. But
You got shot with a
Was it-
president eat at. Bro,
Wasn't
that's your
Nipsey?
fault.
That's something similar happened to Nipsey, right?
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
at his
yeah.
store in the hood and like, I
Well,
don't know.
Nipsey was like around a bunch of his people, and then one dude that they all know is crazy just pulled up that day and shot him.
Man, it's fucked up.
I'm pissed
It's just
today.
sad, man.
P&B Rock, that was fucked up because he posted where he was at.
So this
Damn.
is what happened. Apparently, that girl wasn't. Everyone was all mad at his girlfriend because
She posted where they were.
Apparently, it was the cashiers. So
Oh, that's wild.
More video came out. They did further investigation on it and shit like that. There were 2 cashiers that day. They basically held up his food for a long time, for like 45 minutes, longer
Yeah.
than it should have been, so that he could stay there. And they were texting someone else to come rob him. And they came and they robbed him. They killed him.
That's
So it was like
Respectfully-
fucking. It was the workers.
Respectfully, don't wear all your chains to Roscoe.
Dude, respectfully, don't even buy anything worth more than
Bro,
20,000, bro.
DoorDash that fucking Roscoe's, bro. It's not
Yeah.
worth it anymore.
I promise
man.
you, Roscoe's. I've been there plenty of times. It ain't that good.
Whoa,
it
Gio.
ain't that much worth it.
Is
It
this supposed
looks
to be a
very
staple
good.
over there?
It looks delicious.
It's like a tourist thing.
I'm
People
honestly-
from out of town be like, "Oh, we got to go to Roscoe's get chicken and waffles."
Sometimes, like, those
Tourists
out-of-control
be trash,
chickens,
bro.
was it too much sauce or what? You tried it?
I've had it multiple times.
What it taste like?
It just tastes like chicken and waffles.
Better than the Breakfast Club?
Nah, Breakfast Club is heat.
There's
Still
nothing
better?
special they do about it. It's just straight up fried chicken.
It's just straight up fried chicken.
It's no
and
crazy
waffles.
sauce, no nothing wild.
Nah,
Wow.
nah.
Yeah. Well, hey, sometimes I went to Gus's is really good. I tried it. It was really
I've
good.
never been.
Yeah. I don't know. I assume like when they have that one staple, I assume it's good.
The only thing I will say that's worth it in LA is Roses.
Roses?
Good ass burritos, but it's in the hood.
I've been thinking about going to California, but I'm not going to LA.
Don't go right now.
I'm going to San Diego.
It's
No,
fun,
no,
but
oh my gosh, dude, the Palisades.
it's so fucking expensive in California, bro.
Yeah.
And,
Or go
and
to the hood. Go to
it's,
the hood.
It's like here, you need a fucking car
Go
everywhere.
stay in the hood and
Yeah,
Airbnb,
stay in the hood.
Airbnb like Vince Staples' old house.
Yeah.
Long Beach.
Stay right on the beach, bro.
Yeah.
Northside Long Beach.
Northside Long Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking Vince Staples. Dude. Good for him, dude. He's got fucking heat.
I forgot he had a whole Netflix show, bro. I never actually. I think I watched like the first episode. It wasn't
I
for
didn't watch
me.
it either.
It wasn't for me personally, but I could see how people like it.
Season 2 coming out very soon.
It's
Yeah.
like similar. It's similar to Atlanta.
It's too much like Atlanta.
These streaming services are making me too upset, though, man. I got on another show. It was called Unstable. It had Rob Lowe in it and his son. It was actually very good. And they canceled after 2 seasons. They canceled this fool after 2 seasons, and that makes me real mad because I like that one a lot.
That was a
God
good
damn
show.
it, that was my show.
Yeah, they keep canceling good shit. And you know what makes me mad too is that they don't reevaluate their choice either. That once they like cancel it, they're just
They
like
don't come
all right.
back to it, yeah.
Yeah, like go to the reviews, try to figure it out. Like once you cancel the shows, wait a year, wait 2, see how many people are still talking
No.
about it. Go look at the reviews, and
It's
maybe you can
Joker.
evaluate. Let's talk.
But-
maybe someone has an idea. Let's go rehash
There's
it with these people.
A good part and a bad part of that. Like the good part of it now is that with streaming, a show because they license it to different. I'm sorry, I got distracted by this fucking show.
Bro,
on
this
TV.
guy is losing his girlfriend to a magician.
A magician is stealing this guy's fucking. He's wearing a cape.
And he drives a van.
This magician.
He drives a whole
This
van.
magician was stealing this dude's biz.
Dude, he has
Oh,
he has a
no.
Kaiba outfit on. He's dressed like Yugi, dude. He has a very long
Oh
jacket,
my
and he has the sleeves pulled
God.
up to his elbows.
Oh, like he's not like that's the Columbine motherfucker.
We can't do the pod here because every time we do the pod here, y'all sit there and I sit over here, and you guys are always. It's like I put the TV on for you guys. It used to be Fear Factor, now
It's just too much silly shit. Or what was I saying before I got distracted by that? TV?
streaming services.
Oh
and
yeah,
canceling
okay. Yeah,
shit.
so shows can find a new life on another network, right? So like,
Yeah.
there can be a show that's popular on HBO, but then HBO cancels it,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden Netflix picks it up, and then a lot of people are watching on Netflix. It becomes popular, even though it's been canceled. Netflix actually decides to renew it
Yeah.
and invest in it itself
Like
and
Arrested
make it its own show.
Development and
Yeah,
like
but the
Community
problem is
there's
Development.
been a lot of shows like that recently.
They only do it with shows that used to be longtime hitters. You know what I mean?
Nah, man. Sometimes it's shows that
happened
were
with recent ones.
It's happened with a lot of recent ones. Sometimes shows that only had 1 or 2 seasons and they never really got a chance on other networks. And then Netflix or another network, they'll license it and they'll put it on their network, and then people will watch it and be like, you know what, I fucking like this. And then all of a sudden they greenlight it for another season.
That's what I need, dude. Someone needs to pick up some of these fucking movies and shows and shit that I know got canceled.
I don't
Workaholics,
know.
I wanted that movie bad.
Man, whose coach do I gotta eat for High Fidelity to come back, bro?
Gooch.
I swear to God, bro.
Who's in High Fidelity? I feel like I used to see that.
High Fidelity?
Catwoman?
Has Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah, okay.
A bunch of other
She's like in
no-names.
college or something, right? What is she doing?
She runs a record store.
You ever seen the original
That's
movie?
cool.
Yeah, I'm cool.
You don't like the movie? The
I'm
movie's
cool
fucking
on
good,
John
bro.
Cusack, bro.
What? What's wrong with John Cusack?
I don't like his face. He got a real goofy face.
Him and his sister look exactly the
They
fucking
look
same.
exactly the same,
Oh,
and
that's
it
a
freaks
damn
me
They
out.
shame.
look
What's her
fucking the
name?
same.
Katie
Cusack.
Katie Cusack or something like that.
She was on SNL.
Katie.
I didn't know she was on SNL.
Yeah.
Oh,
SNL
wait a
been
minute.
doing a
Actually, I
bunch
have
of,
heard that name. Yeah, she was.
They've been doing a bunch of documentary stuff, and it's been kind of cool.
the Cusacks.
No, the Saturday Night Live has been doing documentary
A
stuff.
couple of Cusacks.
The
right here.
Cusack.
Couple of
Well, it's just a
Cusacks.
couple of Cusacks here.
Dude, I just been watching nonsense. I've been on Netflix, like I got it when I went to Portland,
Yeah.
and I haven't been able to get off the stuff since for some reason. But I've
got
been
me
watching.
hooked.
It's got me hooked. They actually do have some heat, but Prime is low key losing me a lot.
Prime just be having a bunch of bullshit.
And HBO's losing me a little bit too because I've already watched, I think, the shows that I want to watch, except The Wire. I want to watch that one, but I've kind of already seen all the other things that I want to see.
HBO's coming back though, bro. You got
Penguin.
the White Lotus coming back, and
Ah.
then the Righteous Gemstones are coming back. So there's some shit coming back on HBO.
Righteous Gemstones,
Next
dude.
month. Next
I
month,
fell
shit's
off a little
coming
bit, but
back.
that was a good show.
That's a funny ass fucking show.
Vice Principals too. If you guys haven't seen Vice Principals,
That one's hilarious.
That's
No, I
a
haven't seen
great
that.
one. Yeah. I've been watching this is my guilty pleasure lately, dude. So much Suits.
That's
Suits?
hilarious.
Bro, I'm deep into Suits.
Bro,
I'm
is it really
5
that good?
seasons into
I've
They're
had-
bringing
Suits.
it back too.
They are?
Yeah, they're bringing it back on. I don't know if they're bringing it back on HBO.
A new cast, right? Because they're all older
No, it's
now.
the same cast.
Are they lawyers or they're like bankers? What are
They're
they?
lawyers.
So it's essentially about a dude named Mike Ross, right?
This show would never happen in real life, by the way.
Kind of. They do. They're pretty clever with covering the tracks, but the main
Man.
premise of the show
Would never happen.
It probably would never happen. Essentially, there's this. They're in New York, right? There's this like heavy hitter, always wins lawyer who's looking for an associate, which is like I guess like an understudy for lawyers. He's like a senior partner or whatever at this law firm, this very big law firm in New York. So there's and then this is the type of show where they make weed seem like it's like heavy
Worst
drugs.
shit in the world.
Yeah. So this guy named Mike Ross, who's a very smart dude, right, has like photographic memory and shit. Very smart guy, very observant and stuff like that. So he has a friend who gets him. He's trying to get some money for his grandma. His grandma needs some help, whatever. His grandma's sick. So his friend gives him another, it's one of those situations where his friend calls him and he's like, listen, man, just one more job, dude. He's like, I told you, Trevor. His name is Trevor. I swear to God, his friend's name is Trevor. He's like, I told you, Trevor, I can't do it anymore, blah, blah, blah. Right? He gives him one more job. The job is to basically drop off a bunch of pounds of weed to this guy at a hotel. Mm-hmm. He finds out later that his friend is sending him because he thinks that the dude is a cop. Right? So he's essentially tricking his friend into going and testing out to see if this is an actual client or if it's an undercover person. So he's going to the hotel, right? They're showing off all of his observant skills where he's realizing, oh, shit, this is like a trap and like this is a setup. These are cops, right? So he passes him by and he doesn't take the briefcase. He's dressed like a business dude. He's wearing a suit and stuff.
Yeah.
He's trying to look professional. He's going into like this business hotel to drop this case off. So he walks right by these two bellhops who he thinks are cops, which you later find out they were. He walks right by them with a suitcase, and he walks into another room to hide, right? He turns a corner, he runs down real quick, and tries to hide in this other room. So it turns out in this other room is a guy named Harvey Specter, who's a lawyer, right? You guys got to see the show. It's so cheesy. And he's having an interview, and there's dozens of potential people there who are going to interview with him to become his associate. So this guy walks in, and they see him, and he's standing up, and they're like about to call the next person, and he just happens to get right in front of them, and they're like, you, come in here. And so they bring him in. And he starts showing, and so later on you find out that this guy has been taking the LSAT, which is the lawyer exam that they have to do that's extremely difficult. He's been taking that for other people, which is so unbelievable, and they
Yeah.
pay him like $5,000 or whatever.
Maybe
So-
it's believable like in the early 2000s. Like before we had good computers, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Good technology.
Like they show one part where he's wearing a hat and stuff. They show one of the parts where he takes the LSAT for someone.
Bro,
He's-
it's him.
Yeah,
Every
it's-
time.
he does it for women. And he goes into the room and it's like, some big testing thing and they're all facing, it's like a lecture hall. And he goes in and he like puts this test down and the professor's like, I've never recognized you before. And he grabs his test. He's like, what are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And then he creates some diversion. He like pushes the papers over.
Oh my
Or no, he bumps some dude who pushes the paper over and the professor leans down to get it and he puts his in like the stack. And so he doesn't know whose it is. And he runs out of the room real quick and they don't catch him. So yeah, a little bit unbelievable, Giro. I hear you. But once you get into just that part, it's really good.
It's good. It's a good show, yeah, because
Yeah.
you can see all like the relationships and the dynamics and all that shit.
And the Harvey Specter dude is like some badass, like I always win, just like some cheesy shit, but it's really good.
That
And
is so funny.
yeah, and he hires the guy because he wows him with like he opens up some I don't know encyclopedia, lawyer encyclopedia or whatever. He's like, read me any page, and he starts reading it, and then he finishes the sentence for him and blah blah blah. So he shows him how like smart he is and all that stuff. And so basically, it's about this dude trying to navigate the law world while not going to Harvard.
Not having a fucking degree.
Not having gone to college at all. Actually, in fact, getting kicked out of college the first semester
Yeah.
for doing
Hey,
that. For giving people
actually,
test answers.
I'm interested. This sounds fucking good, dude.
It's
Sounds-
pretty good, dude.
I've heard from a few people that it's good.
You just got to get into it a little bit, but I promise you the characters are very good. The story is pretty clever, and it actually like each season has been taking like a very different arc.
Yeah.
What are
It's
the-
not just law stuff.
Or what's the formula of the episodes? Is it building towards one overarching thing, or is each one like a monster of the week type deal, where like they have a case this week and next week it's another
not really
case?
a case thing.
It kind of, yeah, it is. I don't want to spoil it, but basically the first couple seasons I would say are mostly about Mike becoming the lawyer because
Yeah.
he's a really smart guy who's very observant, who like, he'll see a case and he'll like because lawyers, bro, are fucking snakes. They'll be like, how does this claim look? And they'll be like, well, you use this precedent from a case from 1976, and they're like using that for something happening now and stuff like that. So like all that type of history memory is very important or whatever. So he's doing all like the backroom stuff and giving all the information to this guy who actually knows how to speak in front of the court and do the trial.
He's doing the research, and then he's giving it to the actual lawyer.
Yeah. He's like this guy's assistant basically, but he's like the best lawyer in New York City or whatever. So the structure is essentially, mostly they'll get a case and then it'll be like from start to finish how the case goes, or it'll be like how that starts a feud with another very prominent lawyer who now like doesn't like Harvey or whatever.
I'm gonna watch this. Sounds interesting, man.
It's pretty good,
Meghan
man.
Markle's in it.
Oh, really? The fucking
Yeah.
queen,
Bro,
or no, the
Meghan
princess?
Markle is one of the main characters.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
She's Rachel. She's one of the
They're
main
flying her little
characters.
cute ass around.
Yeah, and so, but aside from just the cases, there's like longer subplots that kind of happen throughout the season. Like these
Yeah.
two people are beefing, and it explodes like in the second to last episode.
All right, I don't want to hear any more. I'm sold, man. That sounds interesting. I'm gonna check that out. I've been watching this one called Resident Alien, and it's about an alien that basically lands here on Earth because it's like ship crashes
It's with
or
that
whatever.
white guy.
Yeah, that white guy. He looks like a fucking alien.
That
He
blue
does
alien.
look like an alien.
That guy acts that part like fucking like a genius. Anyways, so his plane crashes, and the guy looks. It's a fucking alien, like a 7-foot tall fucking thing, and it has like frayed fucking teeth and like green skin, blue skin, and crazy huge eyes and shit. And it lands like in this very remote part of Colorado, and there's like it lands next to a cabin. So it walks up to the cabin and it goes in, and it like basically breaks open the door, and then it analyzes the guy that's sitting there, like the human that's sitting there, and then it kills him. The alien kills him, and then it assumes his form, and then it learns how, like, teaches itself to speak and stuff by watching Law and Order and all these other different TV shows and stuff, and then it teaches itself to eat and stuff, and then he tries to, like, just blend in being human, like buying himself food from the store and stuff, and apparently the guy he killed was a doctor, and they live in a very, very small town in Colorado, like less than 1,000 people. So what happens is the town doctor at the very first episode, somebody kills him. They don't know who it was, but somebody in the town killed him, and they need a new doctor, and they go to this guy, who's really the alien at this point. They're like, hey, like, we need a new doctor. Like, we need somebody to help us, and you're the only doctor in town. The only
He's like,
person.
He looks like the guy, or he looks like somebody else.
No, he assumes the form of the guy. Like,
Also, they think this is the guy.
they think this is the guy. They think he's the
Doctor, we've been looking everywhere for you.
Hey, bro, and
There's a lot of women in labor right now.
bro, and he's an alien, and then like it's a type of small town where like this doctor's doing everything. He's doing like gynecologist checkups, like, and he's fucking doing like prostate shit. Like, he's doing everything. You know what I
Look at
mean?
the pussy, look at the booty, look at it all.
Like taking blood work, like, and he's just doing all this funny shit. All these shenanigans happen with him trying to like act normal in front of people and just saying fucking crazy shit because he's an alien. He doesn't have, what do you call it, boundaries or filters.
Is there like a kid who's the secondary main character?
There's a kid, which I hate, that's like he's like a secondary / tertiary character, which they try to make him a decent part of the show. I'm just like,
He's supposed to be like a father figure, like a nice guy to him.
yeah.
He's
I'm
bringing
just
out the
like,
human side of him. Or
Exactly. I hate that fucking shit. But the rest of the show's good, aside from the kid.
whatever. Make him a monster.
Have him rip the kid in fucking half and eat him, bro.
Get the
assume
fucking
the
kid
form of
out of
the
here.
kid.
Yeah. Come on, man.
I didn't know that he would kill anybody. I thought it was like some friendly alien. Like
He's
some
killed
goofy
people
shit.
in the show. He's killed a few.
yeah.
He's
So
killed
it's
a few
a
people.
drama. It's like a.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's a
It's not a
comedy.
drama. It's a comedy. It's
comedy,
100%
okay.
a comedy. But he's killed people in the show.
Okay, 'cause I've seen the show and it has really good reviews. I've thought about watching it a million times.
It's very funny. It's one of those shows that's like, what do you call it? Heartwarming. Like, you like the characters. Like, they all have, the writing is very good for the characters. They're all like extremely different. And they have different motivations. Like, one of the characters is this chick. She's like a Native American chick who she got pregnant when she was 16 by this abusive dude, and she gave up her baby. Another one's like this chick who she was like a world famous like skier. She's from that small town. She went to the Olympics. She was about to make it big, and then she broke her leg or whatever, or fucked up her Achilles, and then all of a sudden she had to come back, so she's depressed and she's drinking herself to a coma. And then there's like this mayor
Jeez
who's
Louise.
there's like a
Jesus Christ.
all these different fucking characters,
My
but,
ski career's over.
and the chicks are all hot in the show, which is good.
Wait, the what?
Wow,
The,
good for sci-fi.
the chicks are all hot in the show, which is nice.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know sci-fi had that in the budget.
Hey, sometimes you. Oh, it is a sci-fi
Yeah,
show.
I don't know if Sci-Fi
Oh,
canceled
shout
it
out
and
Sci-Fi.
Netflix has it now, or if Sci-Fi's still
I think
running
they still
it.
make it.
I don't know, but it's.
Sci-fi
That's one of
was
their
so good.
very few things that they make.
There are very few good things that they
I
made.
said, I didn't
Sharknado.
even, when I saw like Sci-Fi at the bottom there, I was like, Sci-Fi has shows?
Yeah, bro.
So is he a good doctor?
I mean,
Or
he's
is he like killed?
he becomes a good
So he
doctor.
becomes-
Tapes
he
up
like-
their broken leg,
he learns shit. So he goes on Google and shit. And he just like tries to figure things out.
and he's doing a decent job.
Yeah, he does
enough
a
for them
decent
to
job,
not
like-
question it.
Yeah, I mean, he's an alien. He's super fucking smart. So like,
Yeah.
all he has to do is go through like a fucking Wikipedia page, and he can know everything there is to know about.
It's like Suits.
It's
like
he's essentially like Mike Ross. He's like Mike Ross. Yeah.
Bro, it's Suits but for aliens.
Oh, I want to spoil something so bad with Suits that fits
Nah, chill
this
out.
situation.
I'm gonna watch Suits. That actually sounds.
He
super
becomes a
good.
doctor later. Nah, he doesn't. Yeah, but yeah, watch that show. I'll watch that show. That seems pretty good.
That's hilarious.
I'll check it out, man. I've heard a lot of good things about Suits from a few people.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You got to get over the cheesy part of it, and it's one of those shows where they're playing like "And she comes my way," and like it's like those cheesy black. Like it almost sounds like Black Keys, but not good, like a poppy Black Keys.
Oh no!
Like all the time when they step into the room, and it's like cool,
super dramatic and shit.
Yeah, or if they're making out, if Harvey's making out with a girl in a private plane, it's like a slow motion. It's there's certain parts where you're like, all right, knock it off.
Who made that show?
I don't know, but it's good. I swear to God. And
It was like on Showtime or something.
it was on one of those It was on one of those movie networks, I think.
Because there's no
Wait,
boobs.
no. It's a USA show.
It's a USA show.
Yeah.
USA had some bangers for a little bit. They had that one. They had one called it was,
Mr. Robot.
Was that Grey's Anatomy?
it was called Whitelist or something like that.
No,
about-
Grey's Anatomy
Blacklist.
was ABC.
Was it Blacklist with
Blacklist was ABC.
With Robert California?
that was
ABC.
Blacklist. Yeah, it's ABC.
It's on ABC.
I couldn't believe that was Robert California. Dude, that show has like 12 seasons. It
I
must
just-
be really good.
I never seen it, but I heard it's really fucking good.
I
Oh
saw
my God.
I saw that. How are we on time? We got time?
Bro, we got like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, we chilling, man.
I saw A Quiet Place, the new one. I can't believe I had taken me so long to see it. The day one one.
I saw it too. I liked it, but not nearly as much as the other
The
ones.
premise was a little dumb, right?
Yeah,
A little
There were
bit.
so many scenes too where like the dude goes after the cat, and then he's like crawling through the nest of the aliens. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Come on, man.
I do hate when they do all the time in movies where they're supposed to be quiet or there's like ghosts or monsters that like hide at night and they sleep. They always have them way too close to them.
Yeah.
In no situation am I getting anywhere near those fucking things if I know they're in
Also,
there.
why am I trying to keep a hold of this cat?
Bro, that cat
Bun
made
the
it.
cat.
Well, actually, Gio, there's several times in the movie where they just drop the cat and take off.
I would have been.
and the cat somehow survives and shows back up later and it's like, what's good?
That cat would never. No cat would ever do that.
Yeah.
That was also too predictable. I'm like, bro, the cat's gonna survive everything.
Yeah.
Not that I want to see a dead cat on screen, but I'm saying like the cat just survived everything.
Yeah,
come on, bro.
There's like literally 3 times where the cat runs off screen and is gone for like a few minutes, and the cat
Man.
always because I'm like they're not gonna kill the cat like that. If they're gonna kill the cat, they're gonna do it in front of your face.
They do tease you with the whole 9 lives thing though.
Yeah.
Because there's multiple times where they make it seem they set it up to where the cat's really about to die.
Yeah.
And then it escapes and it's like that's one of the fucking 9 lives.
Also,
Oh,
if you think
God.
about it, it was a good choice for an animal because they're supposed to be quiet.
They're
Cats
more
are-
nimble. They're more nimble. They're not gonna freak
Yeah.
out like a fucking dog.
They're very
and shit,
nimble with all the crowds. They're running through the crowds, and they're really, really quiet as it is, like already.
Yeah.
But this cat never meows, I guess. Didn't make a
Never
goddamn
meows.
sound. Or scratching his litter. Giving away your location.
Yeah. Taking a shit.
Taking
giving
a
away
shit,
location.
That's a movie that I just have no intention of watching.
Have you ever seen the other ones?
Yeah.
Oh, the other ones are really
I
good.
saw enough.
It's essentially about this girl. It's I forget her name. Lupita.
It's the origin of like everything that happened.
It's the day one that it happened, and it's basically this woman who is living in hospice care, basically.
She's like stage 4 cancer.
Yeah, she has like stage 4 cancer. She's pretty young too. I think she's like in her late 20s or something.
Well, that's why
like
she
that.
has the bandana on.
She has a bandana on, yeah, and also that's why she doesn't care so much about life. So she is gonna die for sure within like the next
Bitch,
month or
start
something like that. La la la. What? And then she's singing opera. And then, and so she wants this pizza really bad. She doesn't have any. Her family and all that is gone. Like she has nobody.
Yeah.
But she does have this caretaker who likes her a lot and is nice to her and shit. So she wants to go get pizza. They're supposed to go on this field trip into the city, and she's supposed to go get pizza.
I just want pizza real bad.
Yeah, which is stupid if you think about it, but also if you think about it deep,
They
like in a deeper
explain
way.
it later. Why?
Yeah, it
why
is a
she
little
wanted
more
the
meaningful.
pizza.
I'm gonna tell you, Joe. I don't think you
They're
care.
in France.
They're in New York.
They're in
They're in New York.
They're in New York, yeah. So they're trying to get into New York City.
Why did I see an Eiffel Tower in the?
So they're all gonna do like a big hospice thing. Maybe they show different clips of other countries getting the meteors where they
Okay.
land. And so they're supposed to all go into the city, and she's really excited about getting this pizza. She's like a real like I don't give a fuck, I'm ready to die attitude. But she's real excited about this pizza because her dad used to take her there and blah blah blah. It holds like a lot of sentiment for her. So they're about to go into the city,
Okay.
and the aliens land.
So it's aliens and they like crash down and shit.
They crash down on meteors and they scurry off of them like roaches.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's like hundreds of them. There's bunches and bunches of them.
Ah, so much noise.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, dude, they have a field day when they first land.
Oh, they start killing everybody.
It's absolute mayhem. Yeah, they
Yeah.
destroy everything in like an hour.
The concept of it being New York is pretty cool because like it's a fucking city, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's loud as shit.
Loud as shit.
And they have the subways. There's a cool subway scene. I feel like it had a lot of potential. Not that I hated the movie by any means. It was just like okay. It wasn't
Yeah.
amazing.
I'd be down to see that stuff. I don't give a fuck about Lupita. Fuck that cat. Fuck the guy. I just want to
There's
see
a,
the alien.
there's a good
was
portion
cool.
of the movie that they show like the spectacle of it being New York. That was
Yeah.
pretty enjoyable. I like that.
Give me an
Yeah.
edit of just that.
The only thing I didn't like, because I was excited it was in New York, I thought that was a cool idea that they land in such a dense area. I didn't like, though, that they overused smoke a lot because they probably didn't want to worry about all the background stuff.
Yeah.
So they land and then it'd be like mayhem and then it would just be smoke everywhere and it's like people just like wandering around the smoke because they probably didn't want to show them killing 50 people in a row. But yeah, they're essentially just running through like a sword and cutting people in half.
think
and
it was-
They were like,
it was
we don't
rated-
have that in the budget.
It was rated
Yeah.
PG-13, right, or something like that.
Yeah, it was.
That's
So
probably
that's
why.
pussy.
probably couldn't get too gory.
That's pussy.
so pussy.
That's pussy.
That is pussy, actually. That is pretty pussy.
Bro,
You
it's the
wanna-
third movie.
You want to
Yeah.
see somebody getting their head ripped off?
Yes.
Let her say fuck, dude.
That would be amazing.
Bro, that's why I watched Deadpool again. Deadpool and Wolverine. I was
watched
like,
it
bro,
again?
I watched it again. I was like, that shit's fire.
They're throwing fucks all over the place.
And there
dude.
people are getting stabbed in the head.
The first two Deadpools are out of control.
Out of
I was in when I was in Denver. We were at like some little small mountain town, and we went to go eat at a taco place in the mountain town, and they were playing Deadpool on TV.
That's
And
crazy.
For some reason, I'll never forget like being there. Like it was a nice, calm moment. I was like, this is nice, dude. This is the life. These mountain people, they just got Deadpool playing on the TV.
They just got
These mountain
Deadpool playing.
people.
People are dying, getting
But
bodied.
They're
and
living the
eating
life in
tacos.
Colorado, man. They're out there with all the beautiful nature, bro.
They are, dude. I never knew how much, dude. Colorado is very into like the mythological shit. They love like Sasquatch.
It's mountain people.
Oh, yeah.
They love aliens and they
Yeah.
love fossils, dude. When
Oh,
I was
yeah.
going to all these little mountain towns, I don't know if I told you. When I was going to all these little mountain towns, because I went to like 3 of them last time I went to Estes Park, Manitou Springs, and another one. I forget the other one. And Breckenridge. And they have like these big. Well, first of all, it's a mountain, so they have tons of like these. What's the word you would call? I guess like rock stores. They're selling rocks, like gems, and like like the crystals and stuff.
Yeah.
But real, legit, cool ones.
Yeah.
Like big ass ones.
At
And
first,
dude,
I thought that you would say, "Yo, I just got this big ass rock over here."
yeah, it's just a regular rock.
Yeah.
It's not just a rock. It's a boulder. It's a rock.
It's a rock.
It's a big, beautiful rock. And so they'll have like these little these small little crystal things, that type of thing where it's like an egg shape and they cut it in half and it's like the most beautiful thing you ever seen inside.
Yeah.
And it'll be like $295 for some shit that can fit in your
Jesus.
hand. But at those stores, which these rich ass mountain people, I guess they're buying them because they got these stores at all of them. And there's not just one, there's several.
Yeah.
They have big ass fossils, dude. Some of them will have like a giant, like some aquatic dinosaur head or something like that. It'll be like $14,000 or something like that.
They're selling them?
They're selling
They're
them.
slinging fossils?
Yeah, dude. And they're right in the window too.
That's kind of fire.
That actually is really cool.
And like in the center of the whole glass display, like in the middle, they have like behind an extra glass display, like a big ass fucking fossil.
That'd be the coolest fucking thing to buy.
Man,
Yeah.
all Colorado is just a liberal ass West Virginia.
It is.
It's just a bunch of people, weird ass people that like the mountains, and they just not racist.
I heard it's more beautiful. I heard West Virginia's kind of fucked up because of all the coal.
Yeah,
It's like
And
fucked
the
up the
trailer parks.
environment
The trailer
and shit
parks
over
don't
there.
help
It's
that
really
out. Trailer
dirty.
parks.
Yeah.
Two
Colorado
trailer
looks.
parks, girls.
Colorado's really clean. I mean, I never like the whole
It
time
is.
we went around there. I didn't really see any areas. I was like, that's pretty dirty.
We
Whereas
gotta go to the hood.
in Houston, bro, you throw a stone, you can find a dirty area like that.
Oh yeah, dude. It's what it is. They just care about where they live.
Yeah,
They pick up their own trash. Like they make sure not to leave trash out by them, like just on their own.
We
It's
just
not-
gotta go to the hood.
Yeah, there's not security around. Like, hey, don't
the
live.
hood of Colorado.
We can go to the hood.
If somebody
Colorado.
tells me they're from the hood in Colorado, I'll be like, man, shut your mouth. You're not from
mean,
a real hood.
I've
You're not
seen-
Yo,
from-
I'm a Nuggets fan.
I've seen the hood a little bit. It doesn't look that hoodie, but I'm sure it gets pretty.
I mean,
hoodie.
they have every place has
Every
their
place
hood.
got a hood.
Yeah,
but
it's got a hood.
What do you think
Colorado
Aurora's
hood-
like?
If you're from the hood in Alaska,
Bro, there's a hood in Alaska.
they're
There's
banging.
actually a hood in Alaska.
They're banging out there.
Weren't
No, they
y'all-
are because
Yeah,
too
weren't y'all
cold.
talking about that?
It's too cold,
it was
bro.
a Channel 5 video.
Oh yeah,
They were driving Hellcats. They
bro.
were dri-
It's too
they're
cold.
drifting Hellcats
yeah,
out there.
because they got you. I mean, you get paid to live out there, basically.
Yeah, they give you like 10 grand
So
or like 8 grand a
everybody
month.
from California was like, "Bro, we just gonna go to Alaska."
I'll put on 10 jackets and I'll take my Hellcat.
That's funny. As
Oh, they have like only a Hellcat dealership. It's like only trucks and only Hellcats.
It's not even dodge.
Yeah,
It's
which
just
one are you
Hellcat.
here
It's,
for?
it's too cold for all that activity, bro. What the fuck?
Bro, it's too cold to gangbang.
Yeah,
Go
man.
inside.
Because you
like-
go to the car dealership, and if you want to go this way, they take you to a nice white guy. It's like a Cracker Barrel, and then the other way, they're playing like fucking Young Thug and shit. And it's just like a bunch of young dudes. It's like, yeah, I want that Hellcat.
You go the other way, it's just YBN playing.
Yeah.
Like, God damn.
And it's also a white guy, but he's like down with it. He's that one white dude, and they go up to him. He's like, "What you doing?" He's like, "Nothing, my boy." He's like, "Staying out the way." I fucking love that guy.
That's a video, right?
It's a
I
video.
feel like I've seen that. Or
It's,
someone
I guess
showed
like
it
his
to
black
me.
coworker goes up and daps him up. He's like, "Oh, what you been up to?" Staying out the way.
Nothing, my boy, just staying out the way.
He's like, "That boy clean." He's like, "Nah, for real though." But it's a white guy who looks like
Bro, they're working in cubicle.
Yeah, like a really, really white guy, tucked in shirt, big old beer belly,
I know what you're talking about.
like a jacket on. Yeah, pretty funny. What else is new, guys?
Hilarious.
I also saw a really stupid invention. There was this big thing from Silicon Valley. Let me see if I have the name of it. It might have been called Herba something.
By the way, we should bring cheaters back, man. This is great. This is phenomenal
It's
content.
super entertaining. The whole thing seems staged, though. I'm not gonna lie.
It probably
a lot
is.
of them seem staged.
The beginning probably was for some of these, but now I bet like once the show kept going, they were like, we got to up the stakes.
We gotta up the
Someone's got to pull a gun out.
There's got to be a magician doing magic tricks on camera.
Bro, you got your girl taken by a magician, bro.
Yo, that was absolutely. I've never seen anybody wear something like that. The coat was all the way down to his ankles, and he had the sleeves up to his elbows.
I mean, he's a magician, bro. What you want? That's
Yeah.
what they wear.
He has to be agile and quick.
If anybody's gonna wear it, it's him, bro.
It's all about the illusion of focus. Dude, I watched a little bit of Focus, that fucking Will Smith movie, and he's like, I touch you
No.
over here, I touch you, I grab your ass over here.
No
I do this over here, I pinch your
way.
nip right here. And it's to Margot Robbie.
What?
I touch your coochie right here, I took your wallet.
What compelled you to watch a Will Smith movie, bro?
Well, it has really good reviews, and it was, and Netflix said it was leaving soon, so I said,
you said I like the Fresh Prince. So let me give it a try.
I love New Orleans.
That's fucking crazy.
Oh my
So
God.
Will Smith released a song with Big Sean recently.
I saw that.
Was
It
it bad?
was. I listened like 5 seconds. I couldn't listen anymore, bro.
What's the flow like?
It's just horrible.
What type beat?
I couldn't tell you. I listened like a fucking
It's like Chris Rock type beat.
yeah, bro.
King Richard type beat.
And I'm just like, bro, can Big Sean just stop too, dude?
Concussion type B.
Concussion type beat. Black ball type beat.
Like, kill myself type beat after listening to that.
Cuck type beat. August Alsina type beat. That guy thought he was about to come up in the world, and they shut him down.
And then
really
that bitch
quick.
owned it. She was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I fucked the shit out of that kid.
They use him as a joke, but they don't say his name. He's just like an anonymous
Or
figure.
not kid,
who
he was-
fucked
he was
Will Smith's
27.
wife.
yeah.
Yo, that is so funny.
There was a stupid product that apparently like a bunch of Silicon Valley investors got into. I think Mark Zucker or Bill Gates or something like that, like invested like 80 million. I think 50 Cent invested a bunch of right. So this company I think raised like 150 million dollars, and the idea behind the product was this machine, and you put these pouches of juice into the machine, and it juices for you basically. It's like a subscription. So they would send you every week however many juices. You would juice them, whatever, right?
Okay.
So they're mailing them to you, right? This was years ago. Maybe back when this was more of like a fresh idea. Now it's not so fresh with Factor and all these other
Yeah, I'm
ones.
about to say, mad people got that shit.
Yeah, but I think it was back in the day, probably like 2014, 2013. So they released the product, right? One of these like magazines or something like that reviewed it.
Yeah.
And they were essentially like, this is a useless product. They had this whole big unveiling. It's this like high-tech machine that you can connect to with your Bluetooth, all this stuff, right? At the time, it was really cool. It turns out that the machine squeezes the bag. That's all it does. You're essentially putting a bag into this
Just
thing.
squeeze the bag.
To squeeze the bag, and you put the glass at the bottom, and it juices it into the bag. But the juice is already in the bag. So this person...
So all you have to do is just squeeze the bag.
Yeah. So this magazine did a review on it, and they were like, "This is what it looks like when you squeeze it with the machine." And they were like, "This is what it looked like when our worker just like squeezed it with their hand." And it was the exact same
fucking
amount. And the product completely tanked before it even released.
Aw.
And it was an absolute. It's called Silicon Valley's like biggest failure.
And there was a bunch of people invested in it.
Bunch of people.
It's funny,
invested in
like
it.
how much hype, even from people you would think are like smart or like people who invested in a lot of shit.
Yeah.
How much hype can build around things to where people have like these rose-colored glasses and they're like, you know what? this shit sounds like it could be the next fucking big thing. Let me get in on the
I
ground
think it's a
up.
great
Yeah.
fucking idea. Nobody wants to juice their own juice.
They must have legit not looked at this product well enough to notice that this is fucking stupid.
They probably what they did was they just put it in the machine and they were like, "See,
Look at that.
Look at it. Does the juice?
Yeah, you can't show the bags of juice. You like, you have to. I don't know how you have to. You
Zuckerberg's like, you could just squeeze it.
Yeah. How do these people not realize? It's crazy. Yeah, they never shut it down. And it went all the way to almost releasing, and then this fucking person reviewed it and
That's
completely
the
tanked
case
it.
where fake it till you make it goes wrong.
For
Yeah.
real.
Yeah, hilarious, dude. Hilarious.
Holy
Funny.
shit.
You guys ready to call it?
Yeah.
Let's call it. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.